Most people quit right before momentum starts. Now, think about that for a second. The moment they're close to something shifting around them, that's when they walk away. Not because they failed, but it's because they don't actually know what momentum feels like in the inside. Today, I'm going to show you exactly what that looks like, what it feels like, why it feels invisible at first, and how to stay in it long enough to see results. Let's get to it. Here's the problem. We live in a culture that completely distorted what progress actually looks like. You open Instagram, you see a 6-week transformation. You watch a YouTube video and they tell you they lost 30 pounds in a month. And you see before and afters that look completely like two different human beings. And somewhere deep inside your mind, you start measuring your timeline with someone else's timeline. And when week 3 rolls around and you don't look like a completely different person, you're still the same way. You're still struggling with the same meals. You're still grinding through the same workouts, and you start to question yourself. And you start wondering if there's something wrong with you. But guess what? Nothing is wrong with you. It's just the benchmark that you're using. The first weeks are supposed to feel slow. That's not a malfunction. That's the foundation being planted. You don't ever see foundation work from the outside. Remember that. You don't see roots growing. But when the storm comes, everything depends on whether they were there. So, what is momentum actually? Because I think most people think about it as a feeling, a rush, that charge up energy that you get when things are going well. That's not momentum, that's just excitement. And excitement fades in about 2 weeks every single time. Real momentum is mechanical. It's what happens when habits repeat for long enough that friction starts to disappear. Let me make that concrete. Week 1, training, you have to think about everything. What time you're going, what you're training, what you're eating before, what you're eating after. You have to make 50 small decisions just to get through the day. And decision fatigue is real. And the price is energy. Week 6, you're already in the car. You don't think about it. Your bag is packed because that's just what you do the night before. Your meals are prepared because that's just Sunday. Your body is waking up earlier because it's adjusting or it's adjusted. The decisions have collapsed into habits, small habits. And those small habits that you have created, they really run on no energy. So you can run the habits, no energy, or don't run the habits and run out of energy. And that's really momentum. It's not a rush, it's when the right things start happening automatically. When training feels normal, when eating well feels like default, when the discipline that you had to fight for become the path of least resistance. But here's what makes this hard. The transition from effortful to automatic takes longer than people expect, and it's invisible while it's happening. Why people quit? So why do people quit? It's not because the work is too hard. It's because they hit the boring stage and they completely misread it. Here's the cycle. Week 1, you're excited, you're motivated. You're locked in. Week 2, you're still good. You can kind of see yourself changing at that point, right? Week 3, the excitement, it's gone. The results aren't dramatic yet at this point. The workouts feel very monotonous, and boredom shows up right in your front door. And when boredom shows up, most people interpret it as if the program wasn't working, or that they chose the wrong approach, or that maybe they needed change. So they switch. New program, new diet, new approach, and the clock resets to zero. What they don't know is what I didn't know for a long time, is that boredom, it's not a red flag. Boredom is a green flag, actually. Boredom means that the habits are becoming automatic. It says that your brain is no longer treating progress. It means that your brain is no longer treating training as a crisis. It's filing it under routine. Boredom is the doorway to momentum. The men who push through boring are eventually the guys that look back 6 months from now and realize they've become someone different. Not because they found the perfect program, because they stayed. Hebrews 12:1 says, running with endurance the race that is set before us. Not the exciting race, not the glamorous race, the race set before us. Your race now might feel boring. Run it anyways. This is what momentum actually looks like from the outside. It doesn't look like anything. Same gym, same time, same warm up, same meals laid out on the same counter. The calendar looks the same as last week and the week before that. There's no highlight reels here, no dramatic pivot, no transformation photo yet. Just a man doing what he said he was going to do again and again. This is the work that doesn't get posted. This is the phase that feels like nothing is happening, but under the surface, in your muscle tissue, in your nervous system, in the neural pathways forming new habits, everything is happening. You are becoming someone different. You just can't see it yet, and neither can anyone else. That's why this phase requires faith, not just in yourself, faith in the progress, in the process, faith in the unseen. On the unseen work is building something real. You have to have faith that the unseen work is building something real. Momentum doesn't start with excitement. It starts with repetition. It starts when showing up when you don't feel like it. It starts with doing the ordinary things consistently until that becomes who you really are. And then one day, not dramatically, not with fireworks everywhere, you realize you've crossed the line. You're not building the habit anymore. You are the habit. If you're in week 3, 4, 5, or 6 of something that feels heavy to you right now, stay. Keep walking the road, and momentum is going to catch up. If this video helped you, please help me share it. Share it with somebody that needs to hear this. And please drop on the comments what week are you on and what are you currently building. I would love to read all the comments. See you guys. Peace.